I'm here with John Roberts of Smartparts, who's going to show us their new frames. John, tell me about what's different about your frames.
Well, we have a full line of frames from a smaller value model that will retail at $79.99. This is a more full-featured model with a remote control, accepts all different types of memory cards. This one is going to retail for $179.99. And we offer an added value to consumers by giving them some software that will let them optimize their pictures and make it a lot easier for them to get their pictures from their computer onto their digital frame.
Yes, and you have a special method to optimize the images for the frame, so you're not wasting any space on the frame. You told me about that.
Exactly. The picture frames have a much lower resolution panel than you might imagine, and so it's a waste of space, waste of storage space on your memory card or your internal memory to load and display 8 or 10 megapixel pictures every time. So the software will resize the pictures or create smaller copies of your pictures to be stored onto the frame without any loss of quality. It's also going to sharpen the pictures. It's going to rotate the vertical pictures so that they display properly, and it's going to make it a lot easier to transfer the pictures than it would if you were to do this all manually. Questions that we get, a lot of them are from people who are not comfortable with the whole process of how do I get my pictures onto my frame. You know, they've got their pictures maybe emailed to them from a relative. They're not real comfortable with computers, and they want to get these pictures onto their frame. And so the software that we have called OptiPix is something we developed, and it lets you create or transfer these pictures in just a few mouse clicks without having to make the decisions of what size you need to make them, how do I rotate them, and then how do I get them onto the memory.
So how do you do that? Once you get to your pictures in the software, then what do you do?
You click once on a button that says Optimize, and it will create these new copies, the perfect size for the frame. You click again to transfer to the frame. If the frame is connected with a USB cable, the software will automatically detect that and know where to send the pictures. So it just one click just transfers them.
So you just connect it with the USB cable and it sends it on over. Now, so what do you have here? You have these two models. There's something different about them. I guess one is analog and one was digital.
Right. The analog panel is not quite as sharp and clear as the digital panel. Lower cost, but this one on the right side here is a very high resolution, 800 by 600 pixels, and a much sharper picture.
Can you program them on screen, or do you have to program them through the computer?
You can. There's no programming really on this smaller one. It has a button interface where you just press play and pause and things like that. The larger frames will come with a remote control, lets you select pictures and do a number of changes to transition styles and the speed of the slideshow and things like that.
I hear music as well. What's that?
Right. The larger frames have built-in speakers and will be able to play MP3 files as either standalone MP3 player or more commonly as background music to the slideshow.
Well, that's great. Thanks very much. Where can people find out a little bit more?
We have a website that they can go to, www.smartpartsproducts.com.
And then some retail establishments where they sell them?
We're selling our frames in Circuit City, Staples, Ritz Camera and Wolf Camera, and a number of online retailers as well.
All right. Well, thanks very much.